Welcome back, guys. In this new video I'll be showing you how to draw the roof framework for a L-shaped roof. The first thing to remember are the basic rules that governs roof framework. The first rule is that we are to break the figure down into squares or rectangles, sorry. So for this roof we have two rectangles. We have one rectangle here, and another rectangle here, and then break them down into, secondly, we create independent pieces of hip roof. So this is one hip right here. This would be another hip. So the next rule is to draw our ridge line, or ridge, which is typically along the length. Then we draw our hip, and for this I'll be transferring half of this along here, which would have been about here. When I draw this, join this to that, then join this to that. That's the first part. Now here is the other part of the rectangle, as this is one rectangle. So here would have been the middle from here to here. So again, I'm going to mark off this distance. You could estimate it if you want, or you could use a strip of paper to transfer that distance. Then I'm gonna join from here to there, and from here to there. So here we have generated our first piece of roof framework, first hip roof outline. Now this will be treated as another roof. So we have another roof from here to here. This is another piece. So the first rule is to draw our hip. We draw our ridge. Ridge is drawn there using a very pale line. And of course, we're going to use half of the distance here, half of this distance on here, and I'll be transferring that distance onto this half of this distance onto this to get our second hip. Right? And the next step is to extend this hip to touch, extend this ridge to touch the hip. Now, the rule states that every hip rafter must be generated from a corner. The part that is not generated from a corner should be removed or deleted, right? So this piece of roof, this piece here is critical. So this part here, it exists, then it came from a corner, but it ends right here. So we're gonna brighten up this little piece right here. So where this ridge cuts this hip, that part ends right there. This corner as well, we need to create a hip from this corner. So we're gonna bisect this, and when you bisect this, this should fall so exactly someplace there for that part. So we get that part. So this piece is no good. It's done. This piece is generated from a corner, so we brighten up this piece right here, this hip right here, and then we come across here and we brighten up the outline. This should also be bright, and then we ridge, and that which goes there. So, and this would basically be the outline for this roof. Yeah, from here to here. Now, if we were to draw the rafters for this, of course we'll start here, rafters here, start here, join a rafter. And remember, our rafters should be drawn perpendicular to the what? To the ridge as well as the fascia board, right? And this is our ridge, so what we need to ensure that the rafter is perpendicular to this. Yeah, perpendicular to that. And we start in the center, then we offset to what we want. That would have been it. Yeah, start here, offset 600. And of course, remember that the spacing between these from center to center should be 600. And there we have our roof framework for this. And just remember to label these are our common rafters because they are full length. These are our jack rafters. This is our hip rafter, our valley rafter, hip rafter, hip rafter, hip rafter, and our valley rafters. Right? And that's it for that.